Hello, everyone, and welcome to Of Gunpowder and Brass. On tonight's episode, the party will be contending with Sir Harleton as they've just caught up to him. And yeah, so I'll just have them or go around and have each one of them introduce themselves and the character that they're playing, and then we can get right into it. So, Robin?
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm playing Ligeia Ravenshadow. She is a high elf druid.
All right, and Mike?
Hello, I'm Mike, and tonight I'm playing Serenemonis. He is a blue dragon blood cleric.
All right, and Pat?
I'm Patrick, and I am playing the sorcerer, who's a sorcerer.
And finally, Rowain.
Hi, I'm Rowain, and I'm playing Mage Gunn, who is a winged tiefling warlock.
And tonight, Melody and Diane couldn't make it, so we'll be playing without them. All right. So, as a quick recap, last time we played, the team managed to kill a wizard with cannon fire, bombard their way through a fortress, or not a fortress, but a manor house. Followed Sir Harleton into his basement, which had all kinds of creepy crawlies and mechanical monstrosities and all that kind of fun thing. All, creatures in tubes and that kind of stuff. And then they followed him out of his basement using stealth to get through the whole thing and avoid pretty much everything having any chance to fight them, which was hilarious to me. And yeah, they are now in a thicket facing down Sir Harleton across the way. So now that we're all caught up, what does everyone want to do? Couldn't hear you, Mike. Uh-oh. Mike's audio must have cut out. Here, I'm going to try to mute you, and then you can unmute yourself, and maybe that'll fix it. Nope. Oh, crud. I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and we'll try to get this sorted out. All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Should be the name of our channel.
Yeah, it really should, actually. What I was asking is, how far away from us is he?
He's about 60 feet in front of you through the thicket, but on the spider back, that's about one round of movement.
Okay.
I have a scroll for this.
Of course. You should be selling scrolls to get us extra gold while we're not doing anything.
I mean, if we weren't adventuring so much, maybe I would.
What is he doing?
He is currently trying to get his spider mount to move.
I thought we had just thrown a grenade in his armor,
Oh, had
and
you?
it exploded. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
his
we
spider mount is now not moving, for sure, and he's sort of like shaken and smoking a bit. So he looks to you and a blazing aura of power reaches up around him. He picks up one of his javelins and hucks it straight at, let's see who. Oh wait, Lucid, because or I'm sorry, the sorcerer, because he was the one with the grenade. So let's see how that hits.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Probably.
Does an 18 hit you?
Not after I cast shield.
Okay. So his javelin bounces off of your shield. You notice that it itself is caught on fire with that same blazing aura that was around him. And he says, "Fools! You don't know who you're fighting here. Come at me." So let's get initiatives.
Yep.
All right, initiative. I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a
6.
6. I also got 6.
I got a 14.
He got a natural 1.
If you botch initiative, does anything happen?
No, he just
Uh,
goes last, pretty much.
That's not fun. He should like fall on his face or something.
Well, I mean, he trips, basically, as he walks towards you through this thicket.
well,
So that's what
he,
makes him have lowest initiative.
he's got to get off his spider thing that doesn't work. So,
Yeah.
So he's prone.
No, he's not prone. He just tripped, like, a little bit. So the sorcerer.
So I got this scroll. Hold person.
Go ahead and cast it.
Right.
Hold person should be your... What's your spell save DC? I'm pretty sure it's less than 20.
It's probably less than 20.
So he rolled a 19 and has no skill or score less than 12. So he has a 20. So he is not held.
Well, that's not fair.
What, you
Well,
can't
I
roll high
tried, guys.
sometimes?
Bye. And I
Um,
zoomed the other direction.
Do you really?
That's
Yeah.
on brand for the sorcerer. Let's be fair. That's on brand.
Okay.
I
He's
mean, I
tried
have
to
long
run.
range spells. I can keep shooting him from here.
Oh, that's true.
Also, he's tried to run, or at least have the option to run from every single fight from the beginning.
Yeah. I was gonna list a fight, but it was from a different campaign. Never mind. Carry on.
All right, Saren.
he's probably still too far away for me to breath weapon him. So
Yeah, but you can move and then breath weapon.
that's true.
And since you're on a spider mount, your move is 60 right now, so...
No. I think I will do that.
Alright, you can get right up in his face if you want to, and then just breath weapon him from close range, or you can do it from a farther range. That's up to you.
Actually, I think I want to get right up in his face.
Alright.
Actually, I want to get so close that our noses are touching, and then light breath weapon him from there.
Okay. So you get like right up on him and are just leaning down from your spider mount into
Yeah.
his face. So he needs to make a dex save, I think.
Yeah.
15.
What would I?
Let's see, what is that for you?
Because it's not a spell. So,
Yeah, I think it's like based on your con, but I'm not
yeah.
certain. Breath weapon. Your constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus plus 8.
Hmm. Yeah, it's- Uh, that would be a. You said +8,
Yes.
so that would be a 12 total.
Okay, so he makes his save, so he takes half damage.
Yeah.
So
So,
give me that 2d6 lightning.
I actually rolled a 3.
Oof.
Yeah,
And
a
you
2
notice
and a 1.
you notice that as the lightning enters his aura, it seems to dissipate slightly, and then it it moves on to hurt him, but only very slightly.
Does like 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. And then let's see, who has the higher dex, Ligeia or Maydeen?
+3.
Yours is higher than I have +2.
All right, so Maydeen, you go first of the two of you.
All right. I'm gonna need him to make a wisdom saving throw, and I also am gonna need, well, I mean, him and Mike's character are like nose to nose, right?
Pretty
Mm.
much.
He's gonna need to make a wisdom saving throw too.
Okay.
We can always wake him up, but you know,
What are you doing?
hypnotic pattern.
Oh,
So the pattern manifests around Sir Harleton, and you can tell that it's affecting him momentarily, but then his blazing aura surges and he shakes his head and apparently is not affected by it. What about you, Mike?
I got a total of 19.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. I will say that he completely botched his saving throw, but he happens to have resistances, so. See, almost had him there.
So,
Alright. And then we move to Ligeia.
Okay, well, I'm gonna jump off my spider mount and at the same time transform into a dire wolf and try to rush him.
It may be easier to move up on him while on your spider mount, and
Oh, okay.
because it is difficult terrain through here, so
Oh,
you'd be
okay.
moving at half speed.
Okay. Well, I will do that then.
Okay.
Transform
know.
while
I don't know.
transform while on your spider mount.
So
So you
I'll ride up closer and then make my dramatic appearance.
so you have a dire wolf riding a spider mount.
Okay, so, oh, and I miss terribly.
You do have
8 total.
advantage because you are next to, or you have an ally next to him,
Oh, okay.
because you have pack tactics as a direwolf.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that would be 22 total.
That hits.
Okay. Let me roll damage. 12 damage.
Okay. And that's coming from a magical direwolf, so that actually penetrates his blazing aura to deal the full damage. Alright. And then it is Sir Harleton's turn. So he pulls out his greatsword and takes a swing first at Saren and then at Ligeia. Does a 16 hit you, Saren?
Actually, it does.
Okay. Wow, 2 1s on his attack damage roll, and then a 5. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay. Well,
And then Ligeia, he rolled a 2, so I'm pretty sure 9 does not hit you.
No.
Alright. So the wolf jumps over the greatsword, the blazing greatsword, and then we move on back to the top of the round with the sorcerer.
I'm gonna keep moving away. So I'm like 30 feet again away. And then I will firebolt this dude.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I got a nat 20, 28 to hit.
All right. So you roll.
4d10.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
22.
Okay. So you notice that as the fire hits him, his wounds seem to close.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Do. He says, "Fools! The blaze is ever my ally."
I'm gonna take an additional 5-foot step away and end my turn.
so fire's not a good thing in this.
No.
Do we want to take a gamble on whether water hurts him?
I
Just
mean,
putting it out there.
you could try.
Can I make the argument again that lungs are a container?
No. Lungs are not a viable container for create water.
I think you're wrong.
I'm going to pull out my executioner's sword and lop this dude's head off anyway.
Well, it is your turn.
$19.
19 hits.
So $13 points of damage.
All right. If only you were a champion fighter, you would have criticaled him.
I think with the sword,
Uh, with this sword, no, it's not. It doesn't threaten to crit on a 19. So, I mean, that would be cool. It used to, but no, not in this edition. With the champion fighter though, you would have just lopped his head straight off with your with your sword. So
With my talking is free or yelling something is free, right?
yeah,
Can I yell at Saren to take like some steps back from him?
yeah, sure.
yeah, I can. How far back do you want me to move?
Like 30 feet?
I do that.
All right, you direct your mount to move back 30 feet. Now you do know that Ligeia's right there next to him, right?
Right. How next to?
She just bit him in the face.
Right. Well, shoot.
Duck.
Duck, yes.
I wish duck would work for that. I need to rethink my next move then.
Well, it is your turn, so
Yeah.
you can delay your turn for basically until it comes after Ligeia's, if you would like to, if you want her to try and escape. But remember, this is difficult terrain, so she'd only be able to move like 25 feet back.
Yeah, well, that would be fine actually. I'm gonna let her go first and tell her to please, at the end of whatever she's doing, to step back 25 feet.
Alright, so Ligeia, it's your turn.
All right, so I will try to bite him again.
Okay? You do not have advantage this time because
Right.
your ally just stepped back.
14.
14 does not hit, sorry.
Okay, so I will just get back 25 feet then.
Alright, he is going to use his opportunity attack against you, because he didn't against Saren. And miss hilariously. His greatsword digs a blazing furrow in the ground. Alright, now it's Madine's turn again.
Okay, and now in what shape is it? A 20-foot radius around him, I'm going to cast Hunger of Hadar.
Okay. Hunger of Hadar, I don't remember what that one does.
It's pretty nasty, actually.
I will send it to you.
It's Warlock's Fireball, right?
Something like that.
Sort of, only it lingers. It can do damage twice on a turn.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It,
It's not something you would want to find yourself in the middle of.
Okay, the void creates a warp in the fabric of space. The area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold. Any creature that ends its turn in the area takes 2d6 acid, as milky otherworldly tentacles rub up against it.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so yeah, you start concentrating on that with a pickled octopus tentacle in hand,
Mm-hmm.
and it's then his turn. He
So he
takes
takes
immediately just takes 2d6 cold damage.
so he takes 4, 3, and then my modifier, right?
No modifier on it.
Okay. So 7.
Okay. Alright. 7 points of cold damage. You notice that the blazing aura around him abates for a moment. Or actually for the duration of this turn, as the cold damage seems to reduce him somewhat.
Yep, that was my other guess. It was either going to be water or cold.
Okay. And then he tries to move out of the radius, but can only move 15 feet because... No, he can move 30 feet because he can double move. So he's going to move right up again next to Ligeia. And he can't attack on this turn. So yeah, he just stands there looking a little bit afraid.
So am I then in the radius of the spell that mating? Yes. Okay.
It just stays there.
Okay.
If anybody wants to kick him back into it, that would be very cool.
All right. And then we top of the round to the sorcerer again.
All of my spells are fire except for Eldritch Blast from Spell Sniping.
Okay. So
I
I
got a
suppose
26 to hit
that'll hit.
and 7 damage.
Okay. And you're level 5, so do you get another beam, right?
Yes. A 21 to hit
That also hits.
and 3 damage.
All right. So both beams.
And then I will continue to move away on my spider, another 60 feet.
That'll put you like 200 and something feet out.
Perfect.
So you're actually out of the thicket at that point.
Yeah, he's going home. Yeah, I
Does
thought
he
that was
have-
clear.
Does he have 3/4 cover?
He'll start having cover now from you, yes.
But is it 3/4 cover, half cover?
It's going to be about half cover.
I ignore half cover.
Okay.
Yeah, but do your spells have a 200-foot distance?
If I want them to, they can have a 580-foot range.
Oh, wow.
But I'll go ahead and burn 2 spell points to get a first level spell slot back.
Okay.
And then I will end my turn.
All right. So we move to Saren.
So, how close to me is he?
So both you and Ligeia just moved backwards, so we're back away from him directly, so he's like 10 feet away from you.
How far is the spell the Hunger of Hadar spell?
It's just barely behind him, like 5 feet back from him.
So if I were to move up on him and punch him, it could knock him back into it.
Yeah, you can shove him into the spell. That's totally doable.
Okay. I'm going to move up and sidekick him in the head
All right.
and knock him back into that.
Let's see. How does shove work?
I think it's just a regular
Yeah, I
roll
think
the hit
I
sort
think
of
it's a roll
thing.
to hit.
Yeah. See if I can do that. Okay.
Oh, you make a strength athletics check, actually.
Okay. Athletics. Okay. So be it 21.
Okay. And then he contends it with his own strength athletics. Wow, he rolled a 20. So he totaled a 20, so he's just beneath you. You managed to shove him back into the Hunger of Hadar.
So
And it
I
also
kick
knocks him
him
prone.
so there.
Yeah, he's back in that hunger and proned on the ground. You basically just head kick him straight into this dark pit of rift of space-time.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom. Hold person.
Yeah.
Space time and tentacles. You can't forget the tentacles that are writhing in there.
It's true. All right. So then we move to Maydeen again.
Well, I have to keep the spell up, so
So that's your concentration. You can still cast another spell or whatever. You just can't use another concentration spell and keep it going.
yeah, I was just saying.
You are affirming that you do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how many spells can I keep up at once?
Just one concentration spell.
Right. Hmm. Not that one. All right. I am going to shoot a lightning bolt at him.
Okay. You want to move slightly to the side so that you don't hit any of your allies, but
Yes, of course. All right, this one takes it to hit, right?
no, he rolls dexterity save.
Nope, yep, you're right. All right, yeah, dex save.
I think since he's prone, he has disadvantage, or I'm going to say he does because of the tentacles and the prone and all of that just amounting to a bad situation. The thicket as well. Well, he rolled a 14 and an 18, so dexterity save 15.
It's a total of 15.
Yes.
That hits my save.
Okay, so he just saves.
Okay.
So he takes half of whatever your damage is.
All right. I need to. I
8d6?
don't have 8d6. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna roll a d6 8 times. Here we are. He takes. Do you want me to round up or down?
Round up. Yeah.
12 damage.
Okay. And you notice that the blazing aura, since it has abated, doesn't appear to reduce this damage.
That means we can shoot him with fire now, right?
Yeah, about that one. How about no?
All right, and then we move to Ligeia.
Okay, so he is
Just
currently in the Hunger of Hadar, right?
yeah, just inside that radius.
All right, so I'm going to resume my normal form and try to shoot him with my longbow.
Oh, you can still bite him if you want to without getting into the hunger.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking I would necessarily be in the radius if I attacked that way.
No, he's like right at the edge of it.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can like bite
Okay.
his leg or something without getting your face in the
Oh,
hunger.
okay. If I could do it without getting in there myself, then I will do that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't want to endanger myself.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm pretty sure 13 does not hit.
No. His armor's way too good for that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. So that leaves us his turn, which he spends 15 feet of movement getting up, and then cannot really move anywhere else. So he takes 2d6 cold damage as well. That you need to roll, Rowain.
Yep. 3 and 4, so 7.
Okay. And then yeah, he can't really get out of there. So he's just going to swing his greatsword at Ligeia. And rolls a 2. So you're fine, Ligeia. Oh,
How
you
can
need.
he's blind within that space, by the way.
Oh, so he has disadvantage.
Yeah, he just so you know, he's blind in there.
Okay. And then he rolls his second swing and rolls a 4. So I'm pretty sure that 11 does not hit you.
No.
Yeah. Okay. And then Rowain, give me that acid damage.
2 and 5, so 7.
Okay. He looks extremely injured. Just
Going
not doing
for the
so
kill.
good. Yeah. All right. So for the kill, possibly the sorcerer.
More Eldritch Blasts coming at him. A 15?
15 doesn't hit.
Shoot. And favored by the gods, let me add 2d4 before checking the outcome of a roll. So
Okay.
this 13, I'm going to add 2d4 too.
All right. So good luck on your 2d4.
So it becomes an 18.
All right, that just hits. So give me that d10 damage.
9.
Nice. All right. That's just enough to push
I
him
will. Oh, he's
into.
dead?
Oh no. So he he writhes on the ground momentarily and screams, and then his body explodes outward into the shape of a phoenix.
Okay, now we should shoot it with firebolts.
So yeah, he looks like a deformed phoenix basically. It's sort of like a if you just plucked a chicken and then lit it on fire. That's about what he looks like right now.
I mean, that's a normal Tuesday for the kind of people I hang out with.
Well, I finished my turn by burning 3 sorcery points to get back a second level spell slot.
Okay. You have those spell slots spent?
We didn't get a rest between the last encounter, did we?
Oh, that's true. All
I've
right.
been keeping track.
Good. That's good of you. Medine, what will you do about this flaming chicken phoenix guy?
Well, it's still in the range of my Hunger Fadar, right?
Yep.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
All right. So give me your to hits.
Okay. That is a 21,
That'll hit.
and then I get 3 at this level, don't I?
2.
2. Okay. Second one is a 16.
16 does not hit. His innate armor in this form is just a little bit higher than that.
Okay. But that is 7 force damage.
Is that including your charisma modifier?
Oh, 11
Okay.
force damage.
All right. And then Sir Harleton the Phoenix.
Doesn't our druid get a
Oh
turn?
yeah. He just happens to have legendary actions.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Starts dancing in a circle, and a blaze springs up around him. So I need dexterity saves from Ligeia and Saren.
So he's dancing in the dark with no light,
Yep.
magical or otherwise.
Well, there's now magical flame, but it's not.
I mean, technically, Hunger Hadar says there's no light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area.
Okay, so there's no light. He's just dancing in the dark.
Okay.
He actually takes 2d6 cold damage from. No, wait, it's not his turn. He did this off turn. Okay, so what was your saves?
16.
Okay. So you take half. And, Mike? Oh no, I can't hear you again.
Probably try unplugging and replugging again. That fixed it.
It's about time we take our break. Shall we let the suspense linger a little bit with the Phoenix?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. My dex save was 13.
Okay, so you did not make it. You're going to take full damage. So
Explode.
15 damage to Mike and half that much to Robin.
Uh,
And then, yeah, we'll take our break here with it
Okay.
just about to be Ligeia's turn. And I'll see you all in a short amount of time.
All my
haven't-
heavy artillery is fire, and it's not a person anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't had a turn this round.
You didn't?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So then it will be Saren's turn when we come back
Yeah.
because I totally skipped him.
Yeah.
All right. Back in a second, guys. See you then. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Of Gunpowder and Brass. And you all know we're still in the middle of combat, and it is about to be Saren's turn. So, yeah, let's get right to it.
I'm gonna guiding bolt this thing at 2nd level.
Okay.
I assume he's within 120 feet of me.
Yeah, he's like, you just shoved him into the thing, so he's like 5 feet away from you.
Oh, so he's a deformed, glowing chicken, but he's still on the ground.
Oh no, he got up. He just
Oh,
then, isn't doing so great in the hunger.
hmm. Well, I'll see if I can make him do less great.
Yeah.
That will be a 17.
17 just hits.
Yeah. £13 of damage, and the next person attacking him has advantage.
Okay. So, yeah, then we'll move on to Ligeia.
Alright,
Because I
see what I can
also-
do about getting me some chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Chew a leg off. Like,
14, that doesn't hit.
Nope. All right. So then he gets his turn, and he's going to move out of the hunger around to the back of Ligeia, basically, not getting out of your threatened space so that he doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity, and try to bite you with his or peck you with his beak. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You take 5 points of piercing damage and 5 points of fire damage.
Okay, so 10 points total.
Yes.
Alright.
And then he tries to swing his talons at you. Rolls a 4 there and a 6 there. So neither of those are going to hit you because the highest there is going to be a 13. I think 13 doesn't beat your AC.
No, it does not.
Right. Alright. So he swings his talons at you, and then, yeah, he's going to. Oh, he did start his turn in the Hunger of Hadar, so give me that 2d6 cold damage.
3 and 6, so 9.
Okay. And then at the top of the round, it is back to the sorcerer.
Okay. I'll Eldritch Blast him again.
Okay.
18.
18 hits.
And 10.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your second blast.
Oh, yeah. 9.
9 does not hit.
Well, that's it then.
Okay. Alright, and then Sir Harleton is going to use some of his legendary actions to fly towards the sorcerer. So this does provoke an attack of opportunity from both Saren and Ligeia, because you're both adjacent to him.
Okay.
So give me those attacks of op.
Can I reach out and touch him as he's going past me?
Sure. With what?
Inflict wounds.
Oh, so no, that would require you to have Warcaster to use that as a reaction attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to use your Greatsword. Or your Executioner's Sword, I should say.
Okay. That's fine. Move these out of the way. $21 total.
That'll hit.
It can't go 240 feet in a round, can it?
No.
That's 10 points of damage.
Okay. And then Ligeia, your attack of opportunity.
Okay, I'll jump up and try to snap at it as he moves overhead. No. 10.
Oh
My
no.
dice don't like me.
Apparently not. So he's going to fly through the air, and as he does, a trail of cinders is left behind him. So both Saren and Ligeia need to make and in fact, actually, so will Maydeen need to make dexterity saving throws.
17.
Okay, you'll take half.
8.
You'll take full.
Oh. 10 total.
Okay, you'll take full as well. So that is 10 points of fire damage. Do you have resistance to that, Maydeen? From being a tiefling?
That is a good question, isn't it?
Because you might take
Um,
half of half damage.
Let me check. Yes.
Okay. So you take 3 damage, and the rest of the party takes 10.
Okay.
Well, not the rest. The sorcerer doesn't yet.
Come over here.
Yeah, he's flying towards you. He moves 150 feet this round and sets fire to the thicket as he passes by as well.
Oh, well, that's great. Good thing no one's in the thicket.
Except for the, rest of the party. All right. And then let's see. It was the sorcerer's turn that he did that on. So Saren.
Wait, oh, that was on my turn?
Yeah.
So he's 150 feet away from me.
Yep.
I will move up 60 feet and guiding bolt him again.
Okay.
23 total.
That'll hit.
$12 points of damage.
Oh wow. You managed to guiding bolt him out of the sky. He combusts into a blaze of incredible brilliance, and all that's left are ashes drifting down from the sky and a small reddish egg.
I say that could possibly be a phoenix egg.
But is it gonna
Oh.
hatch into that dude?
What?
Is it still the same Phoenix? Is it just gonna be Sir Harleton again?
I was going to say I don't know how corrupted it might be, but
Surely, if we can raise it from a baby chick, we can like rehabilitate it.
or we could sell it for a lot of money.
Let's do that.
Phoenix eggs are rare.
So an actual phoenix is usually considered a beast, or basically a natural disaster. They just sort of fly around destroying large swaths of land.
Well, they're a true neutral creature.
Yeah.
So they don't care one way or the other.
Yeah, they just sort of incidentally do it because stuff just combusts around them.
Yeah.
But this is probably not a true phoenix egg. It isn't the size of a like large cart. It's basically like the size of your fist.
So it's a Sir Harleton egg.
Yeah.
In that case, let's just crush it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say smash.
I was gonna say, anyone want an omelet?
I still say we should sell it.
Let some other poor schmuck deal with this guy when it hatches.
So do you all get out of the thicket and try to pick up the egg and take it with you?
Do we want to like try and put out the fire?
No, is one of us gonna grow a conscience about fire now?
Okay, do we want to like expand the fire?
Well, I could cast Sleet Storm on it once I change back into my normal form. See if that helps at least slow it down.
I mean, I did commit obvious arson in the manor, so
Well, the manor itself is pretty much rubble at this point, so so your arson will go unpunished.
mhm.
I
Yeah,
assume,
good thing we didn't have anything to do with the cannon fire.
I assume everybody search the manor as well as possible.
Oh, not even close.
Oh,
No, we
We
were
could-
too busy chasing him.
we should go back and search the place. God knows what's there.
Well, you see, the problem is all the arson. So the
It-
underground place, I'm sure, is still fine, but
Is any of Sir Harleton's gear left with where his body was before he became a phoenix?
Yep,
Or did it all get burned out?
yep. There's a set of plate armor, a bunch of javelins, and a greatsword.
there's none of him left, huh?
No, there's just the ashes and the
Mm.
egg.
Okay, well, before I change back, I'm gonna trot over there and pee on his ashes just to show him what how I feel about him.
That
So do we want to take the egg or do we want to leave it here?
you can tell
We
it's
probably should
radiating
leave it.
heat from it.
Yeah, I'm of the mind to smash it.
Well, if you want to smash it, go ahead.
No, you said that too eagerly.
Yeah, there would be cons.
We
Sounds like
smash
there
it
would
and
be
it instantly
consequences to
respawns
that.
into the phoenix and we have to fight it again.
Yeah. No, that isn't what would happen, but I should have thought of that.
Is there a pond with ice cold water nearby?
Well, I mean, there's both me and the druid can cast Sleet Storm.
You might want to try that.
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. So you cast Sleet Storm, extinguishing the blaze that was starting in the thicket as you just sort of stood around contemplating your recent kill, and the egg itself seems to go out. It stops radiating heat after a few moments, and
Okay.
now you're left with a reddish, basically jewel the size of your fist.
That could be useful if sold.
Yeah, it might be worth something.
Possibly.
All right. So what do you want to do next?
I will walk over and pick it up.
I
Okay.
think we should start burning this guy's basement, or like, is there any way we can record this for evidence or show the authorities?
So speaking of the authorities, you hear two pops behind you, and two men in suits appear in a cloud of faintly lavender smoke. Ah, you've already gotten him.
And
I don't know if I'd call it a him.
When you say men in suits, are you talking modern day 3-piece suit with a tie or
Oh
what?
no, they're like in cravats and the Victorian fashion, which is fairly close to a modern three-piece suit, to be honest. But they have cravats and
Oh,
instead of ties, and they've got like it's definitely bigger and starched heavy. They have top hats on. We got here as fast as we could. Thanks for taking out the beastie.
All in a day's work.
Have you approached it back to the group now,
Yeah, I
Swordsman?
guess I'd head back right once they killed him.
Okay.
Gotta get there to loot the body, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's also a pouch left by his uh gear, so you might want to check that out at some point.
Check that out.
yeah, definitely want to look at that.
It's a big pouch full of gold and platinum and a few gemstones. Probably
This
We'll
guy
like
be
did not trust
yay
banks.
big, the size of your head.
we'll be taking, we'll be liberating that.
Oh yes, the spoils of war are yours. So I'm Mr.
And
Johnson, and this is Mr. Richards. We detected Master Grognash's death, and as soon as his wards were down, we were coming in to take out this nest of villainy here. But it looks like you've already done so, they say, looking back on the smoking hole of a manor.
There's a bit more underground, but I'm sure you can handle it.
Oh, well, if you want to deal with that yourselves, you can have the manor.
I like
Smoking
mayonnaise.
hole in the ground.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to take whatever's left in there.
I think that's something we can take you up on.
we could always slowly rebuild the place.
Yes, this whole area, all of his lands are open to you if you wish to clean up the place. I mean, you could just leave the basement as it is, but I don't think that you'd want to do that. From what we could
There are
scry recently, as soon as Grognash went down, there's some naughty, naughty things down there.
Yeah, something might hatch.
you could call it that. How much land did this guy have?
Oh, he had all of Harleton and the surrounding lands around it. So, quite some land, actually. If you're willing to clean up the streets and deal with it yourselves, you could take the charter and, well, the Queen would be quite pleased if someone were able to reform Harleton.
We could own an entire town, guys.
There's some
A
beasties around
village.
here that I have to warn you about, but I think that you might be capable of taking them on.
Oh, I had a question. What size What size is the armor laying there?
It's large, medium person. So it'd probably actually just about fit you with some time at an armorer.
I'll I'll take it
Okay.
because I don't know if any of the rest of you can wear it.
Nope, not my deal.
I can't wear metal armor. So.
Nope. So yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm not that kind of cleric.
What?
I think you're a sorcerer.
I cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Were you injured?
Yeah, I'm at 18 HP.
Oh wow.
I was about to die if you didn't blast that tunic.
I'm pretty beat up too.
Yeah, I'm at 19
Yeah.
points.
Y'all might
Yeah,
want to
I'm-
take a
Take a
rest
rest?
to
Yeah.
recharge
I'm-
yourselves before taking down that basement.
We can
Yeah,
go up to the airship and rest.
I got 10 points of healing.
All right.
yeah, I'm down probably half. So
Probably a good idea to get that long rest in.
Yeah.
I mean, the rain will take care of the smoldering left of the manor, and then you guys can deal with what's in the basement and any lock boxes that might have been left after your shelling.
I guess I fly up to the airship, let the ladder down.
Okay? And Mr. Johnson and Mr. Richard bid you farewell and disappear in a puff of lavender smoke with a small pop.
Wait, it's Dick Johnson?
It's Johnson and Richards, yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
how nice of them to interrupt their obvious honeymoon to pop in.
They do say before they leave, we'll be speaking with you by spell from time to time. If you need any assistance, then just contact us at Her Majesty's Bureau of Magical Repairs.
Ask
They
for
were
Dick and Dick. Got it.
they work for the queen, do they?
Yep.
Mm.
So what you're saying is the queen has two dicks.
They're private dicks, man.
With those two, probably not. Actually. Yeah.
Look, you need to
Oh, they're
stop
not
naming
private?
things
They're
Richard, man.
exposed?
What was that?
I was saying you need to stop naming everyone Richard. I'm gonna make the joke every time. I am not mature enough to resist.
That's fair. So yeah, you all head back to the airship, which has flown itself over close to the thicket since it saw the fire go up, and then the sorcerer flew up and dropped the ladder.
Alright, well, I'll have flown up and met it halfway.
Okay. And the other two of you just climb the ladder and
Yeah, I'll climb up.
okay. So you all have your victuals and I guess take a long rest. All right. Welcome back to the land of the living. You fully restore your HP on a long rest, so
I was
We get
mostly fine.
another And we get our spell slots back.
Yep.
Hooray!
The first thing Saren does upon waking up is to see whether the armor actually fits.
It's a little tight in a few places, but if you take it to an armorer, they could fully get it to be comfortable for you. That doesn't mean that it will have any mechanical disadvantage right now, but it will be a little uncomfortable in terms of like the yeah.
I, I will endeavor to do that at some point.
Luckily, your scales are hard enough by themselves that you don't have to worry about the pinching or anything.
Yeah. Actually, does it make my armor class any better than it is?
It'll bring you up to 18.
Okay, that's one better than it currently is. So
Okay.
I guess it's worth doing then.
Yeah. Does anyone pick up the greatsword?
No, but I'll
I,
take one of the javelins.
Okay.
I have my sword, so I don't need it.
So you're just
If
gonna leave it on the
anybody
ground
else
there?
what?
Are you just gonna leave it on the ground there?
Actually, I'll take it because if nothing else, we could sell it.
You notice that it's light as a feather when you pick it up.
Oh, that's interesting. Uh, this is odd.
I mean, guy probably had a magic sword.
The, and I hand it to the sorcerer, and
Yep, it's still light as a feather for him as well.
yeah, like that's odd for a great sword.
Yeah, it definitely feels magical. Knowledge Arcana of a 23, if that helps me figure anything out about it.
Sure. So you figure out that it is a +1 Featherlite Greatsword. Anyone who has proficiency with a dagger is capable of using this greatsword as though it were a dagger in terms of the finesse property and the ability to wield it.
Oh, well, I put that in my pocket. Sure, it'll come in handy sometime, you know, if I ever need to make a melee attack.
If you ever need to make a melee attack, you're in a bad way.
Yeah, I was going to say nothing against you, but I was going to say, how are you going to do that when you're always backing up?
Oh, and you can have the spiders climb their way back up into the ship using the ladder as well, if you'd like to add them to your pile of spiders.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yes, definitely. They
'cause I
will,
think we
they
were
will
out
come
of
in handy.
because we got fireballed.
Yeah, you were out of spiders currently. You needed to get them repaired. Luckily, there is an artificer in Harleton, so you could get the rest of them repaired if you wanted to.
Okay, so if we're taking over the name of or we're taking over the town, we gotta change the name because I do not want it associated with that guy anymore.
Hurlton.
Did we ever name the group?
No, you guys
Hmm.
haven't yet named them. Or yourselves, I should say.
Because if we did, I was gonna say you could name the town after the group, but we haven't done it yet, apparently.
Name of the group: Collateral Damages.
Technical difficulty.
You're
The thing is,
technically difficult.
you can't name a town that.
Well, if you're powerful enough, you can name it whatever you want.
Yeah, but a town named Technical Difficulty.
You could name it Difficulton.
Somehow that just doesn't roll off the tongue, though, does it?
I don't know, Difficulton sounds acceptable to me.
Yeah, you also name everyone Richard.
I don't name everyone Richard. I had
Yeah,
Master Grognash.
Everything is
Burning
also
Ravine Town.
some version of grog, too.
Well, he was an orc, so he had to be named Grog.
Firebush Town.
It is actually the size of a city, so if that helps your naming.
so let's think about the names, and while we're thinking about it, let's go clean out that basement on the place
Let's
so
head
we
to the
can
basement.
start possibly rebuilding the manor. I assume there are masons and such in this city that
Oh yeah,
we
for
could
sure.
get to do that.
Now you'd have to fund it, but since you're
Well,
taking
yeah,
over the city, that you might start getting some tax flow.
that's true too. So let's clean out the basement and then contact Laurel and Hardy so that we can get the charter for the city. Can we get that through them, or do we have to go talk to the Queen in person to do that?
That is a question you might want to ask them.
Okay.
They are in London, so it's quite some distance from here. But you have an airship, so
Ah, they're
Okay.
Londonites. I couldn't tell with the terrible accent.
yeah, my accent was loosely inspired by Ireland. So
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
I am not good at accents.
That was Irish?
Very slightly, yes.
That's why I said when I began my gaming career, I don't do voices.
Wait, you
So
made them Irishmen, but you made their last name Johnson?
Mhm.
Okay. You know, that's as
so
English as you can get, right?
Yeah. He he married into an English family and took on their name.
Oh, how improper.
Well, he's a wizard. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
They did not spend years going to wizard school to be low key.
Yeah.
So, uh, Sharon heads down the ladder off the ship and is headed to the manor to clean up the apparent laboratory that's down there.
Okay. On your way there, you notice Master Grognash's body sort of just lying in a puddle.
Wait, so is this Sir Harleton is also Grognash?
No.
Grognash was the wizard.
Yeah, Grognash was the wizard whose head you blew off.
So he was right next to where we were?
No, he was next to the manor. You guys flew back over towards the manor.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
So you notice his body lying there, and next to him lies his staff.
Oh, we should probably like keep this. I grab his staff.
Okay. Do you rummage through his pockets or anything?
Didn't we already take his bag of holding with potions?
Oh yes, you did.
Yeah, we did.
Does he have anything else in his pockets? I say as I rummage through his pockets.
He actually does. He has a few gemstones and some material components for some interesting spells.
I scoop them into my material component pouch.
Okay, and then he has his spell book on him.
I don't know how to read a spell book. I'm a sorcerer. I take it anyways.
Yeah, you can always sell it. Spells are worth money.
Is Tarleton large enough to have a magic school in it?
It has a sort of a wizard outreach college. It can teach you
Like a youth outreach?
no, or like out. Basically, it's in effect a wizard community college. It's just enough to teach you how to be basically an artificer, but not enough to teach you how to be a full-on wizard. There are, however, wizards in town, just because it's a big enough city that there's a need for them, especially with
Okay.
the other magical stuff they need to repair around here.
Well, I guess I take the staff to get identified.
You want to do that before heading into the basement?
Yeah, it might be useful, right?
That's fair. One moment while I look up what exactly its name is, because I just wrote it down as what it did.
I get a 13 in Arcana. I can tell it's a magic stick.
It is a magical stick, but if you want to get it like appraised in town, it's like 25 gold.
Okay, I probably have that much gold.
I'm sure the party at least does.
We just picked up a giant pouch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can afford that easily now.
Alright, so when you get it checked out, it is a Staff of Frost. Might just want to look it up instead of having me explain everything it can do, because it has a variety of useful effects.
I have found it.
Okay.
Nice.
Gives you a variety of icy spells that he didn't have time to use.
Oh,
That wall of ice might have come in handy against the cannons.
Yeah, but he was flying, so it wouldn't really work. You can't affix it to a surface while you're in midair.
Oh,
Yeah. That's important information for you as well. You can't.
drop a penny and cast ice wall on the penny.
Yeah, but then it'd be falling, yes. So you'd
Okay, new
Hold
idea
on,
for
get out of the
killing.
way.
New idea for killing enemies. Drop ice wall on them.
Okay.
Would probably work.
Yeah. I had a preferred tactic way back when I used to play wizards and wasn't like condemned to permanently play charisma characters. Um, where
You do it to yourself.
I do it to myself. I would use Wall of Stone basically from orbit and just drop big, massive rocks on my opponents at relativistic speeds.
See, you have fond memories of doing stuff like that, but you won't let me call a pair of lungs a container.
Well, that's because you would just instantly murder so many people with a cantrip.
because, and besides, waterboarding people is a personally enjoyable activity.
You could rewrite the drowning mechanics so that they just kind of spit out the water and cough a little.
That's true. I'll consider it.
All I'm saying is that if I took, say, Sir Harleton's body had survived, if I had cut the lungs out of him and taken them to a tanner, could I not have then used it as a fishbowl for my octopus? Would it not have held water?
I mean, lungs? I think lungs would eventually have leaked out the water.
That's not how lungs work. They're not full of holes.
Okay.
They do decay though.
Well,
Well,
that's why you get them tanned.
that's fair.
His may have been full of holes.
By the end of it,
Mm-hmm.
he definitely
So we go
wasn't a
back
healthy man.
into the basement?
Into the basement. So if I remember correctly, the first room was just full of tubes holding weird stuff. Like little weird fetuses and like fish people and that kind of stuff.
I guess we blow up everything.
Fish
I,
people, you say.
I was going to suggest fireballing the room, but
Alright. If you want to blow up the room, then you can do that. You can bring down some gunpowder and, you know, like basically get close to landing the airship, dump some gunpowder barrels out, and
our sorcerer doesn't have fireball handy.
oh, he does. I just mean if you wanted to save spell slots for the more angry things later on in this area.
I think we can just smash everything with sticks. Smash. Smash.
Yep. You smash them with sticks. Nothing is apparently alive as you do that. So
I kind of
Alright.
like extra smash it with sticks, anyways, just to
I'm
make sure.
gonna take one that is less extra smash, take a dagger, take its lungs to prove a point.
well, they don't have lungs, they have gills.
None of these things have lungs.
Some of them have rudimentary lungs.
I don't think
They
this is the
started
room
out
to
as
collect.
fish and got turned into people-like shapes.
Fine.
I don't think this is the room to collect that yet.
Yeah. All right.
Wow, I have 120-foot cone of cold.
You do.
But that would have come in handy.
Well, he has it now with his staff.
Yeah, I was saying that would have come in handy.
Yeah, we should have definitely taken his staff when we looted his body.
Yep.
I think that was specifically not mentioned as a thing that was there.
It wasn't. Yes. I looked back later and realized that I had messed that up. So you found it under his corpse this time.
Oh, okay. Man, don't you hate it when your enemy falls on his weapon and you just forget it existed?
I bet he wasn't real thrilled about it.
Hey, at
Oh,
least no one else
He was
looted
dead
the
before he
while
hit the
we were
ground.
gone.
He's
Can you
basically
imagine like a level 1 commoner finding a cone of cold staff?
they'd rapidly be something other than a level 1 commoner.
Yeah, they'd probably be dead.
I don't know, if they manage to use it somehow, then they'd level up pretty quick.
Well, I'm assuming they'd use it and have some sort of accident with it and kill themselves.
Probably. It does normally require attunement by, you know, the Mage classes, so technically the druid could use it too. But the
So
druid's
if he's
normally a wolf, so
so if he's unconscious, you can grab it and use it.
yeah. Well, I mean after an hour, because it takes attunement, and attunement takes an hour.
It's totally reasonable that you borrow this sometime.
I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, normally a wolf can't use a staff, so
Duct tape.
there technically is nothing saying that you can't expend charges from a staff while you're in animal form, so
You can just hold it in my teeth and
yeah.
I was about to say, has Dark Souls taught you nothing?
Yeah. You could
If that dog can use a sword,
and I mean
then I'm
dogs
sure.
carry sticks all the time.
Exactly.
exactly.
In fact, there is one of the things they're trained for.
It's true. Alright, and then the
So,
next room, I don't exactly remember what was in it, but it doesn't
I
matter
think
because it's changed.
I think it was the next step up from the things in the tubes. They were a little more advanced, bigger, and
There's some large things in tubes, and one of the tubes is broken. Was broken before you got in there.
Well, let's break the rest of them. Smash, smash, smash.
As you break one of the tubes, the thing inside it starts slithering towards you slowly.
don't we have a
greatsword?
don't we have a trident of fish command? If these things are basically fish, maybe we can get them like, on our side and we could use them to our purposes.
I mean,
And then
that's
Oh,
we
yeah.
become the villains. I already declared myself the bandit queen, so I mean,
I pull out the trident of fish command. You be my minion.
Let me see how that works exactly. You can cast Dominate Beast.
I
Let's
rolled
see.
persuasion.
It failed its save against Dominate Beast. You have dominated this fish thing that's slithering towards you. It doesn't appear to be breathing very well.
If
Can
if
it like
it's
answer questions or no?
You can ask it a question and see what it does.
What are you?
Good answer.
it probably needs water.
I pour water on it.
I don't think that's enough water for it to breathe in.
I smash it with a stick.
Okay.
Uh,
I
that
cast dominate person on the rest of them.
The rest of them are dead. So,
uh, that reminds me. On the property by the manor that we're in, is there like a pond or something?
oh yeah, there's a large pond actually. It's part of his reflecting garden that is now not doing so well from the shelling.
Uh, so you could have put the fish creature in there.
Yes.
But since everything in this room is dead, we should probably move on to the next room.
Do you remember what was in the next room, Robin? I don't.
There was I think the next one there was some sort of creature. I forget what exactly what it was. Some sort of dog
Was it-
dragon thing or
Yeah, like a wolf or something.
yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I really should have written this down. So there's basically a dead wolf looking thing in this room. It appears that it has not been fed recently, so it's very gaunt and thin, which I think it was at the time. So it appears to have died of starvation.
Wow. Harsh.
This guy doesn't take care of any of his experiments either.
You can tell that it probably died much quicker of starvation than something should have, but yeah.
When we step out of this room, how many more rooms do we see?
So there were, I mean, you just left the doors open and there were like, I think 5 rooms that you went through as you went past. Oh no, there were 6 because there was the one full of spiders, the mechanical spiders.
Hmm.
And then there were a couple to the sides.
So I guess we go to the mechanical spider room.
You will have to pass through a couple of inhabited rooms, including the one with the brass cobras.
Ah, that's what they were. I guess we proceed to the Cobra Room.
Okay? So these are all slithering around and prepared to fight basically the second you enter the room. They sit up and hiss as they see you.
So if I aim a cone down this hallway, will it kind of explode out into the room?
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna do that. Cone of cold down the hallway towards the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use meta magic to expand it double. So instead of 60, it's like 120.
That's a big cone.
Snow cone.
Let him play with his new toy for a while.
They failed their
Right?
saving throws because they rolled a 2. So go ahead and give me whatever the damage is on this thing. I don't know what Cone of Cold
It's-
damage is.
It's 8d8.
Okay.
It's 41 damage.
Yeah, they're all just shattered husks of robots, basically. Congratulations, you've killed them. Just one-shot all of these things.
How many charges does that thing have?
That's
10.
10, and that took 5.
Is it rechargeable?
Yeah, it recharges every day a little bit. Like 1d6 plus 4, I think.
So that thing come in handy.
And we don't have to throttle the sorcerer for blowing 5 charges if it recharges. If it didn't, the wolf was gonna have sole custody.
You know, no one wanted to fight those things. 5 charges well spent.
So off to one side, there's another room that you didn't explore.
I guess we check out that one?
Alright. Inside this room, you can see a bunch of basically more of those tubes, but these contain little eggs.
I get to smashing.
Yeah. Because you don't know what in the world they might be.
Alright.
Hey, we should eat these eggs, man. Like caviar.
No, they're like bird eggs.
Oh.
So omelets.
I crack one open.
Out falls a partially like humanoid bird fetus thing.
Kill it.
I smash it.
You smash it. Okay. It squeaks as it dies.
Oh.
I got to live for 3 seconds. It's all right.
The room smells of sulfur as you smash it.
Smash up the rest of the stuff. Call it a day.
Okay. There's an additional room past this one.
Guess I kick open the toy.
Inside this room,
Finger guns blazing.
Inside this room, you see several more tubes containing fully grown specimens that look basically like, to some extent, like what Sir Harleton did when he transformed.
Gross.
We don't want more of these phoenix things wandering around.
Oh, and there is a ritual circle inscribed on one portion of the floor in here.
Clerically speaking, that's never a good thing.
I guess I check out the circle. I've got an Arcana roll of a 14.
Alright, you can tell it's something to do with elemental magic, but you aren't 100% certain what it means.
What about
It
an
looks
Arcana
like
roll of 19?
On a 19, you can tell that it's a summoning circle to contain fire elementals.
it's totally what I was going to say.
You said it's partially there?
Oh no, it's fully there. It's just not powered by anything
Oh.
right now. It would take some kind of spell to charge it to summon an elemental into it.
I fire that baby up.
Do you know summon elemental?
No, but if you cast Fireball on it, it's probably the same thing, right?
So you have
No.
everyone stand back and cast fireball on this circle?
No, I think I'll pass.
Okay.
Does it look like the circle was made out of something that can be erased?
So it's inscribed in gold into the ground. So you'd have to
Probably
dig
not.
up the gold, basically.
Do we
I mean,
Well,
want
that
to
sounds
take?
like a good use of my time.
You start digging out the gold.
It's like getting getting the copper out of an abandoned house.
I was gonna ask if we wanted to spend the time to do that, but apparently he does.
Well, there's nothing in this room that's going to attack us, so we might as well.
True.
The things in the tubes are moving slightly, but not like aggressively towards you.
Well, they're
I
in the
guess we start
tube, so they're not
smashing them.
moving anywhere.
They're just moving in the tube. So yeah, you
Hey.
scrape up the gold.
Push one of the tubes over.
It smashes onto the ground, and the bird thing inside squawks at you and just lies there on the floor shivering.
Oh.
Yeah, as a druid, I don't think I'm too comfortable with torturing these things, no matter what they might be.
Okay, if you don't want to torture it, I shoot it.
Alright, I'll let you just kill it at point blank range. It doesn't have much in the way of HP, so. Wait, what do you shoot it with? That's actually an important question.
Pistol this time.
Okay. Yeah, you just put it out of its misery.
So not fire, don't use fire. Got it.
I mean, you can surmise that there might be something going on with fire, because you basically saw that fire healed Sir Halton.
We probably shouldn't use fireball on this room, guys. I guess
Well,
we smash the rest.
I was gonna say, there's only one way to test that theory. We leave the room and you stay in here.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, if we all go out of the room and then fireball it, and something bad does happen, we can just kind of cold it. Problem solved.
If you if you've already dug all the gold out of the circle's probably not activatable again.
That's fair.
So
You get about a pound of gold to all told out of the circle. Which is actually a
Fireball.
fair amount of gold. So do you want to
Yeah.
try fireballing this room, or are you going to do something else?
Are there any more rooms that we have not explored?
There are off to another side of this area, not this specific room, but there was the surgery chamber, and then there was the room with all the slimes in it, and there was something past the room with the slimes.
Let's go check out the room with the slimes. I push over another.
The thing squawks and shivers as it hits the ground.
Just like a man-sized thing.
Yeah,
No.
Just kind of leave it there.
Oh. Oh.
it
And
slowly crawls towards you as you exit the room.
I close the door.
Alright, so you head to the slime room. This is a room that is absolutely full of slime. There are, like, jellies just sort of moving around in it. The whole floor is covered in a yellow mush.
Now this room I fireball.
Let me
I was
check
gonna
something.
say this is the room that I don't need to go in.
Yeah. What happens when you fireball? Okay, it works. Good. It isn't one of those, so... Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage for fireball.
$25.
Okay. So all of the gray oozes that were kind of smushing around the room are dead. But the yellow jelly seems to be congealing and moving towards you.
I'll back up.
It only moves like 10 feet around.
I'll back up to the end of the line.
Okay.
And then we close the door.
There
Yeah.
is another door past this one.
Okay. Why wouldn't we just close the one in front of it?
Okay.
Slime can't open a door.
It's true.
That's a problem for someone else.
But I mean, I want to see what's on the other side.
Then go kill the slime.
You can tell you did some severe damage to the slime with that fireball.
I mean, I guess I wait for my turn. Open the door and guiding bolt it.
Okay. Roll to hit. It's not hard.
I got 20 total.
That easily hits this thing. How much damage did you deal?
22.
Yes. It obliterates the ooze.
I love cleric spells.
The ooze glows as you, or as it just sort of mushes down into the ground and dissipates. So yeah, you wanted to
I
check
guess
the
I
room beyond this?
stride into the room, search for loot, find only slime mush, move on.
Yep.
I kick open the last door.
You kick open the last door. Alright, inside you see a bunch of skeletons just sort of standing around.
Are they hostile?
They don't appear to be yet.
Okay, we got skeleton workers for our airship.
There is
So we'll
in
be
this.
running it on a skeleton crew then?
Hmm.
Ow. There is in the center of the room a black scepter.
So who wants to walk into the room and grab the spooky scepter?
As soon as we touch that thing, they're gonna get hostile. That's how it. That's how these things always work. It's a trap.
Actually, Saren will do it.
Okay.
I
So-
ready my action to fireball Saren.
Okay.
I do want to ask before we do this, about how heavy is this staff?
The scepter?
Scepter, yeah.
Uh, like 4 pounds maybe.
I could mage hand this.
True.
Yeah, it's only like 25 feet away from you if you open the door, or at the open door.
We could mage hand this and see what happens.
Yeah. And if the skeletons get hostile, we can always put it back.
Okay. So you mage hand the scepter, just like lift it up.
Yes.
All of the skeleton's attention seems to be focused on the scepter as it moves around the room with when you know, fly it around.
Maybe
Okay.
it's scepter skeleton controlling.
That's what it looks like.
I'll mage hand it over to me and be like, yeah, be ready to fireball me.
I ready my action to fireball the Duchess.
Okay, I grab the scepter.
You feel some slight tingle from it, and know instantly how to command these skeletons.
Okay, should I fireball you?
No, I think we're okay. I think we
Fireball
just
the
got.
Duchess.
Good thing I'm fire resistant, huh? Probably
Yeah.
should have mentioned that before telling you to fireball me, but you know, we're okay. So
Don't worry, I'll
yeah.
put it out with a coat of gold.
So free labor. We have free laborers.
Cool. We can have them repair the mana.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't see
Isn't
why
this
not.
the same guy that sent us to clear out undead from a
Mm-hmm.
horrible manor house?
Castle. Keep, anyway.
Yeah, my keep.
How many of them are there?
Like 25.
Oh, so yeah.
Free laborers. They don't need to eat, they don't need to drink, they don't need sleep.
Put a dozen of them on rebuilding the manor, and the other dozen can be the crew for the airship.
I start naming them.
If they are not all puns, I'm going to make them turn on you.
Oh, I was just gonna say name them all Richard. Why not?
Then they'd
No.
be bony dicks.
No, you name them all Fluffy.
So just to be clear, necromancy is slightly frowned upon in polite society.
Okay.
All right. Just wanted that to be out there.
Yeah, frowned upon. Okay. Lots of things I do are frowned upon.
Hey, let me borrow that a second. I like grab the scepter.
Uh-huh.
I like command them to start playing their rib cages as xylophones.
Mhm.
They attempt to do this, but because their rib cages are not xylophones, they just sort of clack. It still sounds kind of interesting, but like you don't get those fun tones that, all the old cartoons had.
We can replace some of their ribs with xylophones, though.
That's true.
I think we should get right on this. Scully, make it top priority.
Scully. All right.
So, what do we have left down here?
There's just the room with the mechanical spiders in it, which also had some other contraptions that you guys didn't really take the time to investigate.
I think we should investigate those other contraptions.
Oh,
Might find something useful.
do we have all the mechanical spiders we need?
All of yours are damaged except for the 4 that you rode into the battle on.
I guess we'll take 4 more spiders. Yeah.
Yeah. No reason why we can't.
Is there
And
any
if
like grappling hook launcher equipment?
So the spiders themselves do that. You just didn't really use that.
And depending on how many there are and how difficult it would be to move them, we could use the others for parts when
Okay.
the ones we're using break down.
Hear me out. Are these with the scepter? Are these skeletons intelligent enough to use these?
Yes.
Okay, we have a skeleton army on spiders.
They aren't actually combat capable. You can't command them to fight anything.
Okay, well, what's more intimidating to your enemies than you rolling up with a bunch of skeletons on mechanical spiders, playing their ribcage xylophones?
That's fair. There are 12 more spiders in this room. So,
Well, that's how
We
we
have the
get them back up.
spiders. 2 skeletons to a spider kind of climbing out of the valley.
and
Imagine
then
the townspeople as the well in the middle of town erupts with skeleton spiders.
oh, it's not in the middle of town, luckily.
Oh. The well on the outskirts of town that everyone goes to for their water.
Yeah.
What time is it? Noon? Perfect.
It's just not a horrible thought.
And
A parade down Main Street
with spider xylophone skeletons.
yeah.
You know, we'd really make a name for ourselves as the new owners of the town.
That's fair.
The Queen would really love us after that.
All right. And then additionally, there are several what appear to be cannons on legs, and
What?
a
A cannon on legs?
yes, there are like 6 of them.
I put one in my bag of holding.
Okay. You would have to figure out how to activate it and have it walk in there because it's pretty heavy. Or you could work with Saren to shove it in there.
I try and figure out how to activate it and get a Arcana 17.
Okay. So you figure out how to mess with it. Um, with a 17, you basically can get it to move, turn, and shoot by voice command.
Great. Walk in here.
All right. It walks into the bag of holding. It is pretty much going to push that bag of holding to its limit because of its weight.
Can I just command one of them to follow me with an Arcana of 19?
Yeah.
I close that bag of holding and put it in my pocket.
I'm gonna order a couple skeletons to ride on the back of it.
Okay.
I just like the idea of skeletons riding things now.
We should march the rest up to the airship and like load them on as extra cannons.
Agreed.
And then there's one thing in the back that you guys aren't yet able to discern what it is. Go ahead and give me Arcana checks.
18.
20.
Ah.
21.
Aren't you a druid? Why do you
Yeah.
have Arcana?
I have my Arcana's +3, and I rolled an 18.
All right. So you're able to tell that this thing is some kind of mechanical flying device that carries with it a variety of small egg-shaped bombs.
Well, we
I
have 2
call it a
people that can't
cornucopia.
fly yet.
It looks like it would take a crew of 3.
So 2 of you who can't fly and a skeleton.
Or one of the cannons with legs. We'd be armed then.
Mm-hmm.
So it would
How did
be
it get in here?
oh, it folds up. That's why it was hard to tell what it was.
Oh, it fold that makes it make so much more sense.
It folds up
It's a
a lot.
folding bomb machine. All right, I'll have the skeleton start carrying that out too.
Okay.
I'm not lifting a finger anymore. I'm not even feeding my octopus anymore. That's getting its own skeleton butler.
All right. So with that, you guys have cleared out the basement. There was something else in here, but I totally forgot what it was, so we're just going to pretend that it was dead when you went in here.
Guy should really feed his pets.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a chimera?
Oh yeah,
Well, too late now.
it's
You
dead.
said it was dead.
It's
Yeah.
dead.
I remember closing the door on a chimera like, nope.
So yeah. Um, you now have a cleared out manor, other than the bodies. And the one room with some tubes and the chicken guy that was crawling towards you.
And probably an extremely angry head maid.
Look, they shouldn't have tried to arrest us. Then we wouldn't have committed arson.
Would you have committed cannon fire?
That was after they tried to arrest us.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I guess artillery fire is too young of a crime to have its own name.
So we head upstairs and Saren starts sifting through the rubble to see if there's anything useful here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I got an 8.
Um, I got a 20 total.
Oh, nice. So not only are you able to find the basically the couple of safes that he kept stored in his room, but you find a lockbox containing several golden rings that have inscriptions on them in some kind of what appears to be runic language.
Okay.
How many times in a session can we roll Knowledge Arcana? 22.
Alright, you can tell that these are probably magical rings. You would have to get them appraised, or, what's the name for it? Magically detected to figure out what exactly they do.
Actually,
What
I
language are the inscriptions in?
It's just basically a language of magic. It's,
Oh, okay.
like,
I have
magician.
Oh,
I have detect magic. Would that do it, or does
That
that?
could get you what types of spells were laid into them, but not the exact spell itself.
Okay.
I put them all on at once. No.
No?
I know that.
You know better?
Probably.
Suddenly, the head of a dragon appears and eats his head.
Right? One of them was a trap ring.
No, we have test subjects now. The skeletons put them on one by one. But not really. Because I don't want those skeletons becoming sentient all of a sudden and realizing they have power.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, this one actually belonged to the skeleton.
And
It's
then
an
they
heirloom.
start to unionize.
Yeah.
As far as the two safes go, I investigate those to see what it's going to take to open them.
So they are locked, and you don't know where the key is. So you'll probably have to get a locksmith in to open them up, unless someone here has thieves' tools proficiency and can pick the locks. I'm pretty sure none of you do because there are no rogues ever.
I don't have thieves' tools, but I got a 20 on my sleight of hand check.
So you can pocket one of the rings without anyone noticing.
Joink.
You notice a skeleton staring at you weirdly. You know, with as much as a skeleton can stare with no eyes.
I intimidate the skeleton. glare back at it. And I get a 4. Well, I mean, it's a 12 once you add my ability score, but it's still just 12.
Yeah, I don't think you intimidate the skeleton. Let's see. It natural 20'd its insight check, so no.
It's staring at you, going, "Who exactly are you staring at?"
Yeah. You-
But hey, we burned one of the DM's natural 20s, so I'll take it.
Hmm.
That's how statistics work, right?
100%.
All right, and I think we'll leave it there for the night. Um, so thank you all for playing, and I hope it was fun.
It was.
I was hoping that the boss fight wouldn't wreck all of your faces too hard. So you got some good shots in there that I wasn't anticipating with that Hunger of Hadar.
If I had not run far enough away, I would have died.
It's true.
We would have brought you back. You could have been part of the skeleton crew.
Oh, great.
All right. So does anyone have anything to say before I launch into our spiel?
Today's episode has been brought to you by the letter B for bones.
Next Friday is actually the 1 year anniversary of us doing this. So we're going to have a special, uh,
Like retrospective kind of episode?
yeah, and a thank you to all the people that have watched, and then we're going to talk about a few things that are going to be coming up for next year. So
All right.
be sure and watch that.
Yep.
And be sure to look out for Tuesday's Mage game that's coming up.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I get to be a player. All right.
And then next
May-
week, or next Sunday, are we planning on playing Bird in the Basement?
So next Sunday will be Fallen Dragons, and then it'll be Bird in the
Okay.
Basement after that.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So please like and subscribe. Here at our YouTube channel, of course, Fallen Dragons RPG. Our Facebook is also Fallen Dragons RPG, where we post when things go up. Our anchor is anchor.fm/fallen-dragon, where you can listen to all of this stuff if you aren't listening to it on there now. Our Twitter is at dragons_RPG, where we will post basically when things go up the same way as we would on Facebook, but just it's Twitter, so if you want Twitter, then same kind of
if
deal.
you're a Twitter person.
Yeah. And then our Discord is Fallen Dragons RPG, all one word, where we are willing to be there pretty much. I'm on Discord all the time, so if you have any questions or comments, just drop in or put them on the YouTube channel. Either way, we'll find them real quick for you and answer
Yeah,
whatever you've got.
because I'm always on the YouTube, so one of us will find your question wherever it lands.
Yep. All right. And yeah, thanks for watching.
And I actually put Robin and Rowain's. I put a blurb about their writings actually in the description of the Mage episode that showed up on YouTube today. So
We'll probably keep doing that for all of these episodes, basically, as we go along. Because, I mean, they're great writers, so I would say go ahead and read their stuff.
Yeah. That reminds me I need to definitely go update that chapter then.
All right. So thank you all for watching or listening, and I hope you all have a great time, and I hope everyone enjoyed. Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.
see you in the next game.
Yep.